This is Brendan Mundorf of Team STX, and this week we're working on the bottom string in the new surgeon head. Before I put the bottom string in, I really want to think about how I want to break this pocket in. So if I want the pocket here, I'm just going to really focus on stretching this mesh out. I can put my fingers and wrap it around the sidewall on both sides like this. Okay, I can really press in with my thumb in different spots. There's a lot of techniques you can use. Anything that's really going to stretch the mesh out as much as possible. Don't worry about it getting too deep because it'll always sort of come back to its original form a little bit. And then you can adjust the pocket depth with that bottom string. But make sure this gets really stretched out really well. Wet it down a little bit with some warm water if you have to. And just keep on working on that. Give it a good 10 minutes of your time before you end up putting that bottom string in there. Just sort of creating that nice pocket, nice stretched out mesh in that area. Okay, so now that everything else is coming to an end, I'm going to finish this off with the bottom string. Okay, I've already tied a knot in the end of this string, so I'm going to put it through one of my middle holes here. Pulling it all the way through. Okay, I'm going to come back through this hole to the right from the inside of the head. Okay, now I've got this coming through that hole. Now I'll pull it tight. Okay, so now I want to get my mesh out. Coming up from the inside of the mesh, I'll come through this next row of 10 holes. It's not good to put it in here on the 9 row because it won't come out even. So come up from the bottom, and I'm going to weave it in and out all the way across. So you should end up coming down through the last hole in that row. Now you're going to finish up. We're taking this string from the outside of the bottom on this side, getting it through there. Now you just want to finish up by bringing it down through this last hole. Pulling it. Not quite all the way tight. You want a little bit of room in there. And then you just want to adjust the pocket to how deep you want it, just like that. It needs to be a little tighter. You pull it tighter. It's looser. You can make it a little bit looser for a bigger pocket. And wherever you decide that you want it, you just want to tie it off with a knot right there. So your final product on the bottom should look like that. 4 knots all the way across. The 2 in the middle being your bottom string and the 2 on the outside being your sidewall.